It was a beautiful day in the kingdom of Zyra. This kingdom has existed for over 800 years, largely in peace. The citizens live happily side by side and are content with their lives. Queen Rhaena has been on the throne for over 20 years, but she has made a controversial decision to abdicate the throne to her daughter because of love. Queen Rhaena was the only child of her parents, the late king and queen, and never got married. The laws in Zyra stated clearly that if the heir to the throne was a woman, and she got married, her husband would become the king and his own bloodline would dictate the future of the rulers of the kingdom. This angered Queen Rhaena because she was very young when lawmakers battled for hours in parliament as to whether to allow a woman to ascend the throne, if there was no male heir. The change passed in parliament with only one vote, and Queen Rhaena had been the first recipient of this new change. She had very big shoes to fill as she didn't want to let her father down. Her father had fought so hard to get the rules changed. When her parents died and she ascended to the throne, the new queen made a very controversial decision at the time to have a child via IVF. That decision resulted in the birth of Princess Aurora. That was over 18 years ago now. A few years ago, the queen met the son of a king from a neighboring land. He was the youngest son and therefore ineligible for the throne. The queen began a secret correspondence with him and had now decided she wanted to take the relationship further, and as such would have to abdicate the throne to her daughter. This leads to the present day. The queen is in the throne room, talking to the princess about her taking the throne. The princess has just returned from a trip to America and is dreading all the freedom she would have to give up. "Mum, I'm going to have to think long and hard about this one. It's just too soon." The queen sighed. "Don't take too long, my child, I won't." The princess leaves the throne room. This will not be a decision for her to make. She had a boyfriend, who she loved, and her decision affected him as well. Princess Aurora went to meet with Jack, her boyfriend of 3 years. She wanted to discuss what her mother, the queen, had told her. Jack is visibly upset, and makes it clear to her that if she ascends the throne, they would most definitely break up as the queen would not allow him to be king and change the royal lineage. The princess is at a crossroads. The queen is alone in her room. She is deep in thought. This was her one chance to find true love. She had given her all to her country, but she felt like this was her time. It was now or never. She had stabilized the kingdom and lead the country out of a deep financial recession that started after her father died. Surely she deserved a moment of happiness for herself. At the same time, she felt guilt for what she was asking her daughter to do. The queen was only 58 years old. She could very easily remain on the throne for another 30 years and allow her daughter to enjoy her freedom. She wished she could, but she was dying inside.